So welcome back to the St. Joseph Composite PU College, Bijapur. I'm chemistry faculty, and in this video, I'm going to extend the second lecture on the solutions. Okay, in the previous class or the lecture series, we have seen that the types of the solutions. Only one type is detailed studied, that is liquid solution. The another one is, let's go for the solid solution. Solid solution. Okay, as I mentioned that the solutions are classified into three categories: liquid solution, solid solution, and gaseous solution, depending upon the nature of the solvent. As in the solid solution, there are two components again. One is the solvent, and the other one is solute. In this case, the solid solution, the solvent is always solid. Always solid it is. Okay, but when we take the solute may be solid, or it may be gas, or it may be liquid. The only thing is important thing in this is the solid solution, the solvent should be solid. We'll take examples for this. Examples. So one side I will write here solute. Here is solute. And you know the solvent should be always solid here. Solvent. So these are the two categories I just make it here. Now what I will do that, I will take a solute as the gas. The solute may be a gas, no, here. The gas, and that is mixed with the solid. So is there any example in your mind that you can say that the gas is dissolved in solid? So one example is there. So assume that I have here some metal. This is some kind of metal we have. Metal. This is a metal. Okay. So now if you take the hydrogen gas, let me take some other. If I take here hydrogen gas, the hydrogen gas get accumulate. Let me show here some hydrogen gases here. So hydrogen gas is around the metal, and these hydrogen gas get immersed and present above the surface and immersed also. When you metal like you can take a platinum metal or palladium metal. Okay, platinum metal. Let me take a platinum metal is there. And that the hydrogen gas, this is a hydrogen gas, is get adsorbed or enter into the metal pores. A small pores are there, in that the hydrogen gas get inserted. So this is also an example for the solid solution. This is a solid solution. Solid solution. Okay. So another example, if the solute is liquid. Solute is liquid and solvent is solid. Solvent is solid here. And for this, we can take an example of gold amalgam. The gold amalgam. Okay, gold amalgam it is. So what is a gold amalgam? See, the mercury, that is Hg, that is liquid form, right? The mercury is liquid. This is a liquid, and here the mercury act as a solute, and this mercury is mixed with the gold Au. These together combined and form here AuHg bonding. In that, Au is present in a larger quantity and Hg is present in smaller quantity, and Hg is a liquid, and therefore it is called as a liquid dissolved in solid. That is Hg dissolved in gold, and that form here gold amalgam. And gold amalgam is an example for the solid solution where the solute is liquid and solvent is solid. Now let one more example. We have taken gas, liquid. We take the solid dissolved in solid. Okay, solid dissolved in solid. You have to take two solid substances and mix them uniformly, and the mixing should be a very uniformly or homogeneous. And for this, what you get here, 22 carat of gold plus we can add here copper to this. This is a normal gold, where the gold is actually very soft. Okay, and if you make any ornamental with that, it easily mold, it easily change its shapes, and therefore to avoid that, the copper, a certain amount of copper, a small quantity of copper is added to a 22 carat of gold. And by that, what happens, we get a new kind of substance that itself is called a alloy. It's called as alloy. Okay, and this alloy have a new property that it is very hard and it is resistive towards the environment. And this is an example for the solid dissolved in solid. And these are some examples we taken for the just let me show here the solid solution. These are the examples for the solid solutions. And now one is left, that is next one, that is gaseous solution. Gaseous solution. What do you have in the gaseous solution? So gaseous solution, in that the solvent should be gas. Let me write here, in the gaseous solution, solvent should be gas here. Okay, and solute should be, it may be anything, right? It may be solid, it may be liquid, or it may be gas, whatever it is, solid, liquid, gas. Okay, take some examples. We'll take some examples here. So this side I will write here solute, and here is solvent. Here is solvent, solute and solvent. What I will do that, I take the solvent here as a solid. Solid is dissolved in gas. Solid is dissolved in a gas. Is there any example here? I think you see the camphor. This is a camphor. Okay, camphor, if you keep in a room, it get evaporate. Okay, but it is a volatile solid. It get evaporate and mix with the air. And in the room, camphor is present in a small quantity and air is present in a larger quantity. Air is a gas, and camphor is a solid. And therefore solid dissolved in a gas. Okay, this is one part. If you take the liquid present in gas, so any example in your mind that liquid is dissolving in a gas. Okay, liquid is dissolving in gas is nothing but a moist hydrogen. Moist hydrogen. Even you can take a chloroform in oxygen. Chloroform in oxygen. What is the meaning of that? See, if there is hydrogen gas is there, and that hydrogen gas is mixed with the water vapor, right? So water vapor is what? Here the liquid, and hydrogen is present in the form of gas. So liquid is dissolved in a gas. Now chloroform is how it exists. It is a liquid, and this liquid is dissolved in a oxygen. The chloroform, there is a liquid dissolved in a gas. Hope you understood this. And that is known as a gaseous solution, where the liquid is a solute and the solvent is gas. We'll take one more example. That is, we've taken the solid, liquid. We can take a gas dissolved in gas. The gas dissolved in gas. Example, air. Air is an example, because in the air there is a nitrogen gas is there, oxygen gas is there, carbon dioxide, helium, neon, the many argon. So many type of other gases are there. Okay, in that the nitrogen is present in a larger quantity. Means the gas which is present in a larger quantity in a you can say that atmosphere, it is a nitrogen. Or I can ask you a question like, what is the solvent in the air? Is a nitrogen. The answer is nitrogen. Okay, what are the solutes in the air? The solutes may be oxygen, carbon dioxide, argon, helium, neon, any type of gas you can write there. Okay, so there may be any type of solute. The solvent should be a nitrogen, because nitrogen in the atmosphere is present in a larger quantity, and we classify the solutions in 3 categories depending upon the nature of the solvents. Okay, if the solvent is liquid, then solution become liquid solution. If the solvent is solid, then the solution become solid solution. If the solvent is gas, then the solution become gaseous solution. So here the gas we taken, the gas in the air is nitrogen, which is present in a larger quantity, and therefore it is gaseous solution, where the gas is dissolved in a gas. Okay, this is all about the examples for the two types, that is solid solution and gaseous solution. In the next video I will explain you that what are the types of solid solutions are there. One is substitutional solid solution, another one is interstitial solid solution. Thank you for watching, students.